Welcome, everyone. I am John Ryan. I'm the host of the Predictive Playbook, powered by Sportsmemo.com, and you are going to be watching the NBA free pick, free angle, free system of the day, and I'm very excited about this game. I do want, before I forget, to do the promotion here because I am honestly running very hot, as evidenced over at the Sportsmemo.com website. I am 7-0 against the spread with 5 and 10 unit best bets, 7-1 including the 10s. So NBA playoffs right now, 69% over the last 3+ seasons, looking to push that hopefully maybe to 70% over 4 years. It's going to be tough to do, even though it's 1 percentage point away. Just very difficult to keep that kind of sustained winning streak intact. But I am 10-3 against the number since June 1 in the NBA playoffs, and coming off that 10-unit loss with Brooklyn in yesterday's action. So I always, to a bad habit, some think, but I think it's more important to stand up and admit the losses than it is to take accolades on a winning 10-unit best bet. I could easily say it was Kyrie Irving getting hurt. That certainly contributed to it, but we don't know what the outcome would have been. It was a losing pick. And now we move on. This is a grind. I call this a marathon. One day and one 10-unit pick is not going to dictate my final season results, and it hasn't in 27 years now. So let's move on to the play here, and we're going to be looking at the Utah Jazz in a very, very big-time game tonight in the NBA, and you have the Clippers at home as 5-point favorites. The money is definitely leaning towards the over in this game. And as you'll see, there are reasons to bet the over. I like the fact that the line has not moved all that much, as we will see. But the Utah Jazz here are averaging 119 points in this series versus 113 for the Clippers, and a bit exacerbated by the recent result. However, the teams are very evenly matched across the board. And when I look at this from an empirical standpoint, I find very few advantages that make it look like this will not go 7 games. In fact, I will predict it goes 7 games, and it'll be a war. It'll be a war of attrition, and we'll have to see who comes out of it. You may remember that I have the 76ers and the Clippers meeting in the finals at 16-1 odds. That's been widely publicized on the great show at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Manny's Pub, where I have Rob Vino and Tony Finn and a bunch of other great guys joining me every single day. And sometimes we have over 130 years of professional betting experience in that show at any given time. So do yourself a favor and get over there and benefit from their wisdom. It's nothing short of sports betting wisdom, and they've been doing it a long time. Tony Finn is the single biggest moneymaker in the history of Wager Talk with his bets. Rob Vino is one of the few guys to ever have number one ranking back-to-back years in the NBA, which he has accomplished. And they're on Monday through Friday with me every single day, and that's just the tip of the iceberg in terms of the really intelligent, astute bettors that come on the show. So anyway, back to this play here. You can see by any measure of the analytics, you can go to many websites and see for yourself that these teams are very evenly matched. They're averaging Clippers are averaging 22 assists per game versus 20.4 for the Utah Jazz. 12.3 turnovers for the Jazz, but only 9.9 thanks to the great play of Chris Paul. And field goal percentage is close at 48.7 in favor of the Clippers, 47.7 for the Jazz. But the Jazz then offset that with a advantage in three-point percentage at 41.2 versus 38.9. Free throw percentage, both teams are excellent free throw shooting teams. Clippers hitting 84.6 and the Jazz hitting 82.1. So when we take a look at this betting system that we're going to be putting up here in just a second, which is this guy right here, you can see that Mike Conley is not playing. So what happens when he is not playing? 9 road games and 4 and 5 against the number and straight up, but 6, 2, and 1 to the over. Let's go on further. When Conley has not played, Utah as a team is 10-5. 13-2 straight up, 10-4-1 to the over in home games without Conley on the floor. And since March 1, the Jazz are 1-5 straight up against the spread. But again, 5-0-1 over in road games without Conley on the floor. So we have one angle here based on player situation that says to bet the over. And then here's the betting system. You're going to bet on home favorites that are outscoring their opponents by at least 6 points per game on the season and are now facing an opponent that scored at least 130 points in their previous game. And we all know that that was Game 3. This is 18-1 straight up, 13-6 against the spread for 68.4% winning bets last 3 seasons. And it's important that it's only 3 seasons because you may remember, and I've said it time and time again, 4 years ago, the league averaged 106. Then it escalated all 5 points up to 111 between that season and the 2019 season. And since then, it's grinded just a little bit higher to this year's average of 112.2 points per game. So it all adds up to what I feel is a good bet on the over. And then the Clippers minus the points with a sprinkle on a reverse action parlay. If you don't know what that is, please don't do it. You can do just a straight parlay. But I will be going over this as an educational part at Manny's Pub and explain exactly what it is, the risks involved, and why you would want to do it. I personally will be doing this on a small scale, but nevertheless, it's something you really need to understand before you even stick your toe in this shark-infested type of bet, okay? So you can see here we have special promo code from Sportsmemo because I am running hot and we want everybody to get involved with the research and the machine learning, the projections that really are in sync. I'm seeing the board really clear right now. I honestly can tell you it's been, I think, back to 2012 that I was seeing the board and just looking at it and going, okay, that's a play. And then I go to my models and it confirms it, and everything is just in sync and aligned, and it's really feeling pretty good, to be honest with you. So you can get the rest of the NBA season for just $89 using the promo code HOOPS89 at sportsmemo.com. That would be the short website, would be sm.buzz/JR. And I'll take you right to my profile page, and you'll be able to get on board with that special of $89 using that promo code HOOPS89, which is more than $100 savings. It's actually $119 savings off of what the price would normally be if you were going over there today to get it. So again, they're promoting this for a very good reason, and I certainly appreciate it. So with that said, you can see the records there highlighted in green, and football's right around the corner, guys, and that's my best sport. Just absolute best, above and beyond any of the other major sports that we have the privilege to be betting on and enjoying as entertainment. So that'll do it for today. I will be back with a Major League Baseball angle shortly, and also 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for Manny's Pub, which is a must-see show with all that experience just sitting there waiting for you guys to take advantage of it. So on behalf of the Predictive Playbook, wagertalk.com and sportsmemo.com, and Sportsmemo TV, may all the wins be yours.